the grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey there, it's day 3. I've not changed my shirt, oh gosh. It's day 3 of my bloggy blog. And yeah, I've got a package of comics that I shouldn't have bought really, but you know, you've got to break into this budget slowly, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they were cheap. Anyway, and also I'm going to do an entry for Pocan Joe's competition. I've not actually seen the original video, but I think I might have done a long while ago. I've seen a few people's entries for it as well. And basically he wants you to mention a villain that you feel an affinity for, compassion, or you relate to them. You can relate to them. That's sort of, so maybe I'll start with that. This is a character from a very early comic that I bought when I was 10 years old. I remember picking this up in the corner shop from around the corner from where my dad lived. And I think the early comics that you buy really stick with you. You know, you tend to remember the story, especially when they're as poignant and sad as this one. Right, so it's Firebug. Let me show you the cover first. You can see, even though I had this since I was 10 years old, I kept it in pretty good nick. I feel like I kept it in a shoebox or something like that, or on a shelf. There's some nicks, some spine, wear, bit of a curl in the corner, but covered by great Garcia Lopez, is that? Garcia Lopez, maybe? Pretty good cover if you ask me. What happened to that guy? That's a pretty, no, I like that. That's a really good cover. If you, I don't know, look at the action going on there as well. Batman is fighting on top of a flaming building. This guy's got him in a blinking neck crank. There's kids in peril at the top there as well. And you can see how tall the building is because the firefighters are way down there trying to fight this fire. And there's this guy, the Firebug. And how you might say how would you feel affinity or compassion or whatever, I can't remember the bloody phrase now, towards this character. It's because he's, right, so basically his name is Joseph Rigger. I thought this was the only appearance of him because I thought he died at the end of this one, but looking at this, it says he may have come back later on. His last appearance was in Gotham Central in 2003, and this is Batman 318 from December 1979. So I've just turned 10 years old when I picked this one up. But basically, he was a soldier in Vietnam, and while he was out in Vietnam, his family, 3 members of his family, died in different situations due to the rotten tenement buildings they were living in. I can't remember the full scene. I remember one little girl had blinking paint that peeled off the walls, and it had bloody arsenic in it or something, and it killed her. I should have read it again before I started doing it, but basically all 3 of them died because of the poor upkeep of the buildings they were living in, the slum area of Gotham. And obviously he's seen some crap going down in Vietnam where he was a demolitions expert, and napalm and all that kind of things. He's made this suit with napalm canisters to start fires. He's burning down the buildings that, as far as he's concerned, killed his family. These buildings, he's kind of lost in the plot slightly. But what I relate to is the fact, what it's like when things go against you in life, even small things, and you just like, you kind of like get that pent up anger and tension. It's like you want to go, you want to punch something or hit something. There's nothing you can actually hit, because there's nothing you can actually, attribute to the actual event to, if you know what I mean. Well, he's like, his family has been killed. He feels impotent. He feels helpless to do anything about it. He's missing his family, and he wants to get revenge. Who can he get revenge on? So he's burning down the buildings that, as far as he is concerned, have killed his family. I mean, I suppose he could have set fire to the building managers or the owners of the slum tenements. But yeah, basically, so Batman faces him down. They get into a fight, and he falls into the building. I think the suggestion was that his flame tanks exploded on his back as well, if I recall. It's a long time since I've read it now. I should have read it again before I started. I was going to flick through the pages for you as well. But I'm not going to bother now. These videos are normally long enough as it is. But yeah, it's a good story. I'm not sure who wrote the story. Let's see if I can quickly have a look at the actual I'll read you the thing. Joseph Rigger was a soldier during the Vietnam War who was trained in explosives and demolitions. Before he could return to Gotham City, his family had been killed in 3 separate building-related accidents. His sanity slipping, Rigger set out to destroy the buildings using his military training and a costume containing tanks of napalm. Under the alias of Firebug, he burned the first 2 buildings in his list. Before he could burn the 3rd one, he was defeated by the Batman atop the towering Gotham State building and believed dead after his costume exploded. Yeah, I remembered right. Firebag appeared sometime later, I didn't know that, taken on a mission from the Calculator to invade Heroes Hotline HQ, but was disarmed and defeated by the Hotline members. Sounds like he was turned into a bit of a joke. Heroes Hotline was a silly comic, wasn't it? Still later, Firebag applied for membership in Black Mask Gang, but was beaten by his rival arsonist Firefly. He subsequently attempted to prove he was a better arsonist and again appeared to be killed by his own Inferno. Excuse the slip of the tongue there. Rigger again turned out to be alive, although covered in burns. He helped the detectives of the GCPD's Major Crimes Unit apprehend the new Firebug, to whom Rigger had sold his suit. He was never seen again after that. Okay, so he never died, but he didn't die in any of those accidents. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I feel about that. Kind of seemed like more of a good ending to the story if he had actually just died. You know, consumed by his own madness kind of thing. To be honest, after that, I would kind of hope that when he come back, he wouldn't have been a criminal anymore because he got his revenge against the buildings that killed his family. Or maybe he felt after Vietnam he had nothing else to do and he was already a criminal because maybe he had to stick with it. He couldn't really go back to an ordinary life after what he saw in the war and after burning down the buildings. Just reading some of the footnotes here. Okay, that's a bit daft. How is that for terrible continuity? Unless it was something to do with Crisis on Infinite Earths. In his first appearance, Joe Rigger was an African American. In subsequent appearances, he is depicted as Caucasian. Yeah, somebody fumbled the ball there. That was dumb. I'm calling that a different character then. I'm sorry, because you don't turn from being a black man into being a white man unless you're Michael Jackson. And and lots of surgery. No, that's daft, that is. I'm calling that a different character. Or maybe he was after the Crisis. It was like an alternate world, Earth. Joseph Rigger that came into the new Earth one, the only Earth. Anyway, that's it. That's my entry for Pocan Joe's competition. Let's open these up. I know what they are. I got them for £1 each. I was like, £1 each for these comics that I want. I was let the tear open. I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to pay that. Because normally I think you see these for a lot more expensive than that. So I was more than happy to nab these. I get a feeling that the fella might have picked them up at that 20p sale that I was at, because I think he was at that sale. Right, so he got to the blinking. He got to them before I did. But still, even for £1, I'm happy to pay. I'm sure I've seen these for like £2. I'm not sure how good condition they are. I'll soon find out. But basically, it's a run of JLA, the original series of JLA. I'm always trying to fill a fair run of those out, and like for £1 each, more than happy to spend that on some classic JLA, that beautiful shield logo on the top there. Though you battle for all time falls, you can never vanquish Despero's infinite horde. Yeah. Nothing worse than an infinite horde when you're trying to go shopping. Right, more Despero fun. Do people pronounce it Despero or Despero? Despero, I'll go with Despero. Right, you got the classic line-up along the side. Those are always good covers. And I'm going because you got Aquaman and Mira in happier times. Before little baby Arthur got killed. Ralph and Sue are in there as well before they got killed. I'm not sure who Dale Gunn is. He must have been a bit part, like backup character for a while. They're back, but things just aren't going as planned. Justice League America. This guy here is playing a keytar. There is nothing more evil than people playing keytars. Oh, keyboard or guitar, not a keytar. Yeah! Keytar is the anti-metal as far as I'm concerned. Right. I suppose it's okay for pop bands, but when you see keytars in metal bands, Oh, I just want to cringe. Ooh! Dr. Anomaly is among us. He means well, we think. He doesn't look like he means well to me. He looks like he means business. Nefarious business, which is the worst kind of business. Monkey business is quite fun. Nefarious business. Naughty. Right, Gypsy. Is this where she first comes in? Gypsy, when she comes out of hiding, look out. 236. Was she in the previous issues? No, she comes in towards the end of the Justice League of America one, doesn't she, when they relocate to Detroit. Here's Vixen. She means to make the bad guys cringe. Fair enough. I know what she's going to do to make them cringe. Grab them by the nuts with her claws, maybe. I don't know. That'll certainly make many a fellow cringe, that's for sure. I'm sure cringe is quite a good word. You know, cower would be better. Vixen, she means to make the bad guys cower, or run, or scream. But cringe is like, that's not kind of, I don't know. I don't think superheroes should really be in the cringe creating market. That should be more in the making villains cower market, really. Cringe. Sure, that's not right. I'm going to look up the meaning of the word cringe now, in case I'm using it in incorrect, or maybe there's more than one meaning of the word cringe. To suddenly move away from someone or something because you are frightened. Okay, fair enough. Right, Justice League of America with a lot of angry Martians on his tail. Oh, sorry, the Martian Manhunter is back with a lot of angry Martians on his tail. There we go. Martian Manhunter, and I don't know what he's doing here. He seems to be fighting the Justice League of America. Why would he do that? Unless that's one of the Martians. Oh, here we go. The War of the Worlds is almost over. The survivor gets the Earth. Old Martian Manhunter has always been the last of the Martians, but there's always Martians popping up in his comics. He's like, Martian Manhunter, the only Martian, the last of his race. Oh look, some Martians are fighting him. They're white Martians or more green Martians. But you know, I suppose you've got to have a thing, haven't you? You got to have a story. Just there is quite a lot of repetition, like repeats and on ideas within these characters' stories, though, isn't there? I suppose it's hard to come up with new stories, maybe. So they rehash old ones. But then, one more little envelope. Got rid of the sofa that was here. There was a sofa that was basically a sofa that I've had in this house as long as I've been alive. I remember that sofa. There's pictures of my brothers and sisters as kids all sitting on that sofa back in the day when like four of us could fit on the sofa, kind of thing. And I'm kind of very kind of nostalgia and that kind of thing. I'm really very big on that. And I hate throwing things away if they got like any kind of memory associated to them. And I've got my old teddy bears still. The big blinking 50-year-old man. You think I'm like, you know what I mean? How you would look at me to know that I think I've got my teddy bears from when I was a kid still. What a sad bugger. But anyway, I have, because I just get, I don't know. So I was quite sad throwing away, even though I've got a leg missing. It was like, oh, I didn't want to throw it away. But my housemates are like, oh, get a new sofa. This one keeps falling over. Well, they had a point. It was rested up on a toolbox or something, or a extension lead, a coiled extension lead. It was, who is Paragon? I don't know, but I think he's a villain because everyone's thrown their costumes away, or he's thrown them in the rubbish. It's like, oh dear, that doesn't look good. Red Tornado's been demolished. How many times has Red Tornado been demolished? Blimey. Justice League America, 211. He's all in pretty good nick as well. They've got the odd blinking scuffs and whatever. A little bit of stain on the back of this one. But for a quid, I am not bloody complaining. This is a nice chunk of my JLA. My proposed JLA run. I can't remember what I'm going for on my JLA run. But normally it's like 100 to the end of the run or something like that. or sometimes 70 to the end of the round. I don't know why I chose 70. I think because on my Green Lantern, 70 was like my birthday book, so I've got that, so I might as well work from there kind of thing. And if I happen to get a few before 70 as well at some point, then, you know, I certainly won't turn them down if they become available. Burn, Martian, burn! Yeah. Okay. Crisis crossover. If you think Steel looks bad, you should see the other guy. There you go. I kind of thought Steel was kind of like built into that suit at one point. Wasn't he with his robot body? Did he have a robot body, Steel, at one point? Which would mean that his costume, I thought his costume was like his outer layer. And he didn't have like a costume on top of a, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Right, Justice League of America, eviction notice, and don't come back. Got some cool characters in there. You got Vibe, Elongated Man and Sue. You got Vixen, Martian Manhunter, Steel, Zatanna. Good team. These are like, and Gypsy as well. Kind of the forgotten team, wasn't they? There's kind of like a camaraderie between the Detroit members, because they didn't get to live on a spaceship out in space. They were more down to earth kind of thing. Kind of like the Forgotten League, sometimes some people say. Right. Who knows what evil lurks in the original headquarters of the Justice League of America? The Vixen is about to find out. Let me guess. They left something in a trophy cabinet that they took from one of their exploits, and it grew. That's my guess. I'm guessing that. Otherwise, what else could it be? It's got to be something that they brought back from some mission or other. Right. Justice League of America featuring John Jones, Manhunter for Hire. Do people say John Jones or John Johns? I think it's got to be John Jones, isn't it? Because it's a play on the, just the really common Earth name, isn't it? Right, and finally, Despero again, that three-eyed maniac, the murderous menace of Despero. There he is. He's quite an old JLA villain, isn't he? Is he not on the cover of #1 playing chess? I'm sure that's Despero playing chess on the cover of the first Justice League of America comic. Could be incorrect though. I most often am incorrect. Incorrectness is my normal state of being. Right. Blog. Try it yourself. Just randomly say blog for no really apparent reason. I don't know, I find it amusing. Just like next time you're shopping for comics, just go blog like that, like you're an opera singer. And see, everyone will probably join in. You'll probably start a dance, like a singing and dancing craze called the Bloggy dance. Right. What else have I done today? I'm looking at a job that I might apply for. Let's see. I'm kind of like, look at me go. Right. That's it really. I think I've got another package to come in tomorrow, which is my February. It's my February packet of comics. My February purchases coming tomorrow, which I think is the 31st of January. So it's kind of like, and then I've realised that the London Comic Mart is on again next month. And my mate's coming over from Switzerland again, Dave, and he said, "Oh, are you coming to the Comic Mart?" And I'm like, "Oh, I suppose I could probably scrape some money from somewhere." So yeah, that'll be it. I won't get any more comics apart from what I get at the Comic Mart. No more. Oh, actually, I am looking. I think I've bid on something on eBay at the moment as well. Actually, so after that eBay bid, after the Comic Mart, I won't get any more comics in February. I'll get a job in February. Or win the lottery. Or suddenly become a YouTube millionaire when everybody watches my videos 1 billion times. So if this is your first time watching this video, then you only have another 999 million. I don't know. Is it 999 million? 999,999? Is that right? It doesn't matter because no one's going to watch it that much anyway. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm back tomorrow. In the comments, what I've been doing when I remember is posting. So this is day 3 of my 2020 year and a day of blogging. I'm going to post down below in the comments, pinned to the top, day 3 of my 2017 year and a day of blogging. So yeah, check that out. See what's changed, if anything. I've got more grey in my beard. Where'd that come from? It's like I'm getting old or something. God blimey, I need to get the Grecian 2000 out. The only trouble is it says zap that grey, and like, as soon as my name is grey, I'm kind of like, I might have, it might blow me up. What am I talking about? Right. Okie dokie, pig and a pokey. Let's shout out a Less Bigly channel. Okay, don't forget, you must sub up these Less Bigly channels. I did notice that, Joe47771, I think is his correct name. He subbed up the one that I mentioned yesterday, so that's good. He even commented and said, I come from the Grey Man, he told me to sub you, and here I am. So thank you for that, Joe4771. He sounds like a robot. I am Joe4771. I am programmed to comment on people's videos. Maybe he is a robot. Right, anyway, such an idiot, ain't I? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I'm dangerous to myself. Right, so the shout out Jambo Collects. I don't remember anything about Jambo Collects, other than the fact that I've obviously saw a video once and I was like, oh, they haven't got as many subs as they could possibly have. Let me add them to my list of shout outs and then shout them out. And so that's what I've done, and I can't find them on YouTube. That's nothing I worry about. If I call someone out that I've not seen for ages, and they might have shut their channel or something, or changed their channel name. Let me just quickly check. I don't remember this Jambo Collects. I know I added it to, I know I watched the video, added it to my list. If I was sensible and not trying to bore you all to tears, I would have searched this out beforehand. But, sensible is not my middle name. No, indeed. My middle name is Reginald. Yeah, I should do a show with Reggie Collects. It could be the 2 veggies. Right. I can't find that channel. Has that channel closed itself down? That would be annoying. That would be annoying. I'm going to put a link to a channel up in the corner there. It will be Jambo Collects if I can find that channel, if it hasn't disappeared. If not, it will be Ken's Comic Book Channel, which is another one that I've added recently. He's a British guy, but he specialises in... I'll tell you what I do, I won't bother with Jambo Collects today because I can't find it. So I'll do Ken's Comic Book Channel. He's got a website where he shows, what I saw in there, he collects comics from all around the world. So for example, like Captain America from Indonesia, and Captain America from Germany, Italy, South America, that kind of thing. There's all pictures on there. And also he's very big on British comics, British reprint comics of the Marvel. He picked up the first group in UK comics in a comic called Mystic that he showed on his channel the other day, and it cost him 3 figures. It's like, woohoo! I didn't know UK comics went for that much. But yeah, so he's got loads of interesting stuff on there, so go and add him up as well if you want to see comics that you don't normally see. UK comics, and I think he must collect comics from around the world as well, otherwise he wouldn't have a website showing them all, would he? So that's something a little bit different in the comic community. Ken's Comic Book Channel! Go and sub them now. And yeah, I shall be back tomorrow for day 4 of my bloggy blog bloggy bloggy blog blog bloggy bloggy blog 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 bloggy 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 blog blog blog. Until next time, may all your news be good news.
Everybody knows Kenny from Comichead84, but there's a new Kenny in town. Go and sub him now. Ken's Comic Book Channel. Click the link, sub him up, and leave some comments.